5 unique facts about the Ankole Watusi, the giant horned cattle from Africa. This one differs from the typical cattle, which have huge bodies and short horns. Cattle of the Ankole Watusi breed have successfully drawn attention from all around the world because of their remarkably enormous and eye-catching horns. This cattle, which comes from Africa, is not only special but also has an interesting past and cultural value. You won't only shake your head at their looks. Their personalities and contributions to society have a backstory as well. These 5 unusual facts about the Ankole Watusi may surprise you. Let's finish reading. 1. Their horns are more than 2 meters long. Await the Ankole Watusi if you believe the bull's horns were large. The enormous horns on this cow can reach a length of more than 2 meters from tip to tip. In addition to being long, their horns are thick and massive, like the branches of tall trees. The intricate blood artery structure of the Ankole Watusi's horns goes beyond their aesthetic appeal. Their main purpose is to act as a natural cooling mechanism for the body. Heat is released into the atmosphere by blood flowing through the horns. Additionally, these horns can be used as protective tools. The horns of the Ankole Watusi are huge, robust, and sharp, making them capable of attacking or repelling attacks from lions and hyenas. 2. More than merely a cow, this animal represents wealth and prestige. Ankole Watusi are regarded as more than just livestock in several African tribes, especially the Bahima and Tutsi. It is a representation of prestige, money, and even elevated social standing. A person's status in the community increases with the number of cattle they own. In rural Africa, it's comparable to owning a sports automobile in a big city. Since these cattle are valued more as living assets, they are rarely killed carelessly for their meat. Despite their relatively modest milk production, they are raised for a number of significant reasons, such as ornaments, social status symbols, and sources of milk. Surprisingly, Ankole Watusi meat is of quite high quality, even though it is rarely eaten. Compared to ordinary beef, it contains less cholesterol and saturated fat. It is a favorite among gourmet meat aficionados because of its richer, softer, and slightly buttery flavor. 3. Offspring of one of the oldest cattle breeds in the world. Being one of the world's oldest cattle breeds, the Ankole Watusi is no typical cow. Indian Zebu cattle, Bos indicus, which were introduced to Africa almost 2,000 years ago, are thought to be the forefathers of this species. Indian Zebu cattle were crossed with Egyptian, Hamitic, Longhorn cattle when they arrived in Ethiopia. The Songa breed, a unique African cow breed with big horns and powerful, heat-tolerant bodies, is the result of this crossbreeding. The Ankole, a regional variation of the Songa breed, eventually gave rise to the Watusi subspecies, which is mostly found in Burundi, Rwanda, and Uganda. The distinguishing features of its ancestors, giant horns, a slim physique, and remarkable resistance to adverse environmental conditions, are passed down to the Ankole Watusi. This cattle's continued existence today is evidence of Africa's genetic and cultural legacy, which has persisted for thousands of years. 4. Resilient and heat-resistant in harsh conditions. In addition to its beauty, the Ankole Watusi is prized for its capacity to endure intense heat. It requires remarkable adaptations to survive in its natural habitat in sub-Saharan Africa. Its horns, which work as a natural cooling mechanism, are one significant component. Blood flowing through the horns aids in controlling body temperature, which is essential during hot weather and dry spells. They can live on subpar diet and have an energy-efficient metabolism in addition to this natural cooling mechanism. The arid savanna environment, where green grass is only accessible during certain seasons, is a good fit for the Ankole Watusi. Because of its versatility, livestock farmers in many tropical nations favor it. 5. Rising to fame in the contemporary world and gaining popularity outside of Africa. Who would have guessed that this African cattle would become so well-known in Europe and America? They are housed in zoos as visual icons, on farms, and in conservation parks. They are a unique attraction everywhere they go because of their spectacular and unusual appearance. Additionally, the Ankole Watusi have started to participate in genetic conservation initiatives. Scientists are trying to keep this species from going extinct with the use of contemporary livestock technologies. Numerous research on how animals adapt to intense heat also make use of them. The remarkable nature of the Ankole Watusi has been successfully demonstrated on both the scientific stage and the savanna. The Ankole Watusi is a symbol of history, culture, and tenacity in addition to being a large horned bovine. Its distinctive physical attributes blend with traditional ideals that are ingrained in African culture. Its appeal has now spread across continents and drawn international notice. Even animals can become valuable historic emblems, as demonstrated by the Ankole Watusi.